I'm a HR guy, so my questions will be HR oriented. So don't worry. It's not technical questions. How many of you had a sumptuous breakfast before coming to the college? Or how many of you have regular breakfast in the morning before coming to college? Raise your hand high. As a routine. Okay, so majority of the hands are high. Good, good. How many of you exercise daily in the morning before starting your day? At least 15, 20, 30 minutes as a routine daily. Daily. Raise your hands high. I am raising high because I do it regularly. Okay. How many of you read newspaper in the morning daily as a routine? At least 5, 10, 15 minutes. Any language, Hindi, English, Marathi, any language as a routine. If not paper newspaper, at least mobile news is also fine. Okay. I'm used to read paper newspaper. That's a different feeling. Okay. How many of you read extracurricular book, maybe one book per month? Any language? Any language. You can start with Chetan Bhagat. Okay. How many of you watch a movie in a movie hall theater along with your friends? Maybe one movie per month. Per month. No time? Oh my God. Agar, or let's say anyway, two months maybe, one movie per 2 months. And along with friends, huh? Friends. Okay. Good, good. Do you understand the value of these questions? First question, breakfast. Do you know what is the reason? Yeah, because if your brain is not feeded, fuel लगता है, right? गाड़ी चलने को. You can try this exercise. Attend your college without having breakfast and attend the college having breakfast. You will certainly see the efficacy of knowledge transition is better if you have a heavy breakfast because your brain is active, right? Exercising daily, of course, it's a self-explanatory. You can do anything, run, swim, walk, cycle, gym, yoga, whatever. We both are marathon runners, do you know? He is close to 50, I'm close to 43, 44. We run half marathons, 21 kilometers. Do you know who's the chairman of Tata Group currently? Anyone knows who's the chairman of Tata Group? If anyone knows, raise hand and speak out. It can be wrong, not a problem. Yes? Correct, yeah. And Chandra is our group chairman. He was CEO of TCS, but he got this elevated role of Tata Group chairman. You can sit.
Do you know he joined as a trainee?
Yeah, in 1987, after graduating MCA, he joined TCS as a trainee engineer. And in 2009, he became CEO of TCS. And 2017, he became the chairman of Tata Group. Do you know how much he earns? I guess 66 crores per annum. But anyway, he must be now 56, 57 years old. During his 40s, he was diagnosed with diabetes. And one of his doctor friends told him that maybe long distance running will not only control your diabetes, can cure also. And since then, he is also an avid marathon runner. He recently ran full marathon. Do you know what is the distance of full marathon? 42 kilometers. And he's a group chairman. You can understand how busy this person would be, right? And to run a marathon, he has to practice. So he runs maybe alternate days for a couple of hours. And a Tata Group chairman can find out time to run. So I think you also start thinking, contemplating on it. But not only he runs for himself, he started one initiative for all TCS employees around 15 years back. It's called Fit for Life. So in our intranet portal, there is a link called Fit for Life, where all associates are supposed to register their fitness activities. Whatever activities we do in our daily routine, whatever, running, swimming, cycling, yoga, gym, whatever fitness activities we do, we have to log those many distances or those many hours in the portal. And TCS donates rupees 10 for each kilometer of associates running or whatever doing activities or each hour of activity. In last 15 years, we have donated $35 million in this initiative. Do you think it's a clap is etc.? Great. Because associates are doing fitness and companies doing charity. Do you think any other organization can do like this? No, right? I mean, it itself speaks about the values of someone asked about values of Tata's. I mean, do you know Jamshedji Tata started his right around 155 years back. He started with textile industry. It flourished. He became a millionaire, billionaire. At the age of 81 or 82, he thought that steel industry if comes in India will make the progress very high speed. Tab tak steel industry was not there in India. So at the age of 81 or 82, he went to US to study steel industry. After 3-4 years of study, he came back, and at the age of 85 or 86, he started steel industry. At the age of 80s, he was so inquisitive and he was thinking about country, nation. And in the morning, I was just talking that for Tata Group, they always tell that whatever is good for India is good for us. Probably other corporates must be saying the other way around, right? But Tata's has this value and legacy of giving back to society or society first. I mean, this Fit for Life itself speaks about that initiative, right? I mean, associates doing their fitness and companies doing charity. So anyway, coming back to my third question, newspaper. You are MBA graduates, right? In fact, Praveen asked how many want to join TCS. I think everyone raised hands. But how, all you want to be job seekers or anyone wants to be a job giver? No one wants to be a job giver? Yeah, that's great. I mean, I was expecting at least few hands should be down and they should say that we want to be job givers. Because you are doing MBA, right? So you should aspire to be job givers rather than just job seekers. So I mean, reading newspapers will of course definitely keep you abreast, and personality. Reading always makes your personality at a different level. I mean, most of the CEOs, it is said that CEOs read 52 books per year. So even becoming CEO, they find out some time to read the books. So it has a lot of value. I mean, reading will definitely keep yourself, your brain, thinking active. And in fact, when N. Chandra runs marathons, he meets a lot of various people from various fields. I mean, maybe reading newspapers or reading books or, participating in these fitness activities will make good connections, right? I mean, N. Chandra probably may find some business also through those connections, right? I mean, typically in marathons, a lot of people from various fields run, And since you are young students, let's say if she's an engineer, if I ask her to talk to a doctor, she cannot start conversing with her engineering jargon, right? If she let's say if she's a computer engineer, if she starts speaking in programming, that doctor will be bored, right? Or if he or she is a lawyer. So extracurricular books or newspaper or for that matter even movies is a very light topic which you will have to you can start conversing, right, with a neutral topic. So and nowadays there are a lot of good movies. I mean, how many of you have seen Mission Mangal or Super 30? Amazing movies, right? I mean, you find good things from those movies. And discussing with friends in a way helps you improve your communication skill, your expressing skills, right? I mean, in any industry, communication skills play a very important role. You agree with me? Be it any industry, I mean, communication is a very, very important aspect. Even written communication. I mean, we have seen, at least I get a lot of emails from students, but they are pathetic in mail writing. No subject line, no salutation, no email signature. How many of you know email signature? What is email signature? Do you know what is email signature? Yes, tell me what is email signature. Correct. So whatever at the end of mail you write your name, right? Or in a letter you write whatever thanks and regards and your name and some basic details of yours, at least email ID or contact number, or in our case probably we write our roles or our address. So whatever that section is, it's called as email signature, and maybe you can just put it in the email signature section and it automatically populates. No need to write down every time, right? If you start a new mail, that text is auto-populated. I mean, typically in engineering, students don't know what is email signature. But at least management students, you should know, and you should have some good proper email signature. Your maybe, if you're a student, your ID number or whatever, your unique identifier number, your name, contact number, some basic details. Then what is salutation in an email? Yes? Whatever, correct. Good. Because in engineering students, they just write a single mail as if we are Brahmadev, we know everything. No salutation, no subject line, no signature, just whatever query they have, sir, this is not working. As if we know everything about them. So these etiquettes are also very, very important. I mean, nowadays technology is everywhere, even in manufacturing or any other industry, email communication plays a very, very important role. So you should learn it thoroughly. If you are writing a mail to your superior, what should be the wording? If you are writing a mail to your subordinate, what should be the content? Or if you are writing mail to your peer, what should be the content? Very, very important. There are a lot of courses online available. You can maybe try doing that. Yeah, coming back to TCS, Praveen has covered most of the things, but we are a consultancy company, right? We are not a software development company. No, 6 lakh log बैठ के programming नहीं करते. We are a consultancy company. We have projects across domains. I mean, Praveen have spoken about all the domains. We have banking and financial services. We have insurance. We have automobile. We have life sciences. I mean, as Praveen mentioned, we have MD medicine doctors on the payroll of TCS working on drug discovery or projects like pharmacovigilance. So we are giving consultancy across the domain. So all of you, irrespective of whatever your graduation is, you can consider TCS as a core company. Typically engineering students, think about core industry. If they are mechanical students, they want to go into automobile or core industry. If they are instrumentation or electronics, they want to go in VLSI manufacturing or such kind of. But companies like this TCS or Infosys, they are consultancy companies. So each and every graduate can consider these companies as a core company, and you will be able to work in your own field. As Praveen mentioned, we have 2 types of recruitments in TCS for management graduates. One, we call it as technical management hiring. And since last 5 years, we are conducting a national qualifier test. We call it as NQT. So we don't visit any individual colleges for our campus recruitment. We conduct this NQT Pan-India on a single day. So for management students, generally engineering background plus MBA is what we call a technical recruitment. So only engineering students will be eligible to write that test. So that is a separate NQT that we conduct. And for HR recruitment, for our HR functions, we conduct another NQT where there is no mandate of engineering background. So students who are doing HR probably can appear that test. But the eligibility criteria is 60% throughout the academic. So your 10th, 12th, graduation aggregate and PG aggregate should be 60 plus, then only you will be able to appear that national qualifier test. So typically at the end of your 3rd semester, somewhere around December, we conduct that national qualifier test. And if you clear that test, and as I said, we have across domains clients, projects. So you can very much, even if you are let's say pharmacy, anyone from pharmacy background? Couple of them. So we have a very robust life sciences unit where most of the clients are from life sciences domain. We are doing a lot of good work. So you can certainly utilize your pharmacy knowledge also there. We have a lot of research wings also, as Praveen mentioned. Have you seen this water purifier called Tata Swachh? There's a water purifier which works without electricity. It's a brainchild of one of the labs in TCS Research. We had an office called TRDDC, Tata Research Design Development Center, located in Hadapsar, Pune. It's recently shifted to Hinjawadi. It is operational since 1981. I mean, TCS started its research in 1981. And we are doing research across the domains. I mean, this Tata Swachh is it's a patented technology of one of the labs in TRDDC. So we have material science lab, we have system research lab, we have biosciences lab. One of the labs have come up with a digital twin of human skin, for all the treatment. जैसे simulation होता है ना, वैसे they have come up with a digital twin of a human skin. In fact, in TCS Pune office, in one of the defense projects, we have simulated one Indian naval submarine end to end. Now you can imagine what kinds of graduates or engineers we can require for such kind of projects, right? So those probably who know about Tata values or Tata group will be certainly welcome to be part of TCS or any Tata group company. In fact, Tatas also promote higher education. That's why in all the Tata group companies, we have a policy. Typically engineering graduates utilize that policy that once you complete 2 years in any of the Tata group company, you can avail a sabbatical leave of 2 years, do your masters and join back the organization with an elevated role and elevated CTC. most of the engineering graduates utilize that. So they work in TCS or Tata Group companies for a couple of years, do masters and join back the organization. So that's the thing. Yeah, a couple of you mentioned about you want to be job givers, right? So let me tell you about one initiative or one of the social innovation labs that we have started in Nashik city. How many of you know about Nashik city in Maharashtra? Yeah, anyone from Nashik? Oh, a couple of guys are from Nashik. So you must be knowing Kumbh Mela happens in Nashik city, right? Every a gap of 12 years, Kumbh Mela happens in Nashik. So in 2003 it happened, in 2015 it happened. So before 2015 Kumbh Mela, basically Nashik Municipal Corporation approached TCS to become their digital partner for that event management. We called that event management as Kumbhathon. And as a part of that Kumbhathon, we implemented a couple of innovations. For example, we designed one digital footmat, which was installed at all the entry points of the Nashik city. So that actual footfall was measured, right? Because in 2015, Nashik population was 15 lakhs, 15, and 75 lakh people came down to that city during those 2 days. So you can imagine 5 times of the population of the city coming down to the city, what havoc it can make, right? So we installed those footmats. Then we installed CCTV cameras at all the strategic places, so loss cases can be avoided. Then we designed one app, a hardware device and an app, which was distributed to all the hospitals and doctors and primary healthcare centers in and around Nashik city. And we requested them that if any repetitive symptom patients come, they can record in those devices. And all those devices were, of course, connected to a server. So any disease outburst is happening or not, we can, keep track of it. We recently went through COVID, so you can imagine a pandemic what it can do. So with all those innovations, 2015 Kumbh Mela was flawless. No stampede, no loss case, no disease outburst. So we thought of continuing this handshake, and we started one social innovation lab called Digital Impact Square, or we call it as DISQ, D-I-S-Q. So its website is digitalimpactsquare.com. It's a social innovation lab. We started in 2015, 2016. And we offer a 6-month paid internship in that lab to final year engineering students, final year management students, and final year design students. On that website, if you go to that website, we have proposed some 7-8 broad social challenges. For example, governance, healthcare, transportation, solid waste management, education, or personal safety, financial safety. So those 7-8 broad social challenges we have posted there. So basically students, you have to register on that portal, upload your CV, and propose a digital solution to either of those social challenges. If you have any another social challenges in mind which is not there, you can propose that challenge and propose a solution to that challenge also. We will evaluate both the things. And you have to upload a small 2-minute video of yourselves, which you can record using your mobile phones. Wherein you have to talk about why are you passionate about social innovation, or what have you done in social innovation space in your past. That helps us to evaluate the students, because there is no eligibility with respect to percentage there. It's just that you have to have that entrepreneur skills, or startup ka kida hona chahiye wo. And we form a team of 5 students and they work on a problem statement. The composition is 1 management student, 1 design students, and 3 engineers form a team. This combination helps in a big way because management students bring their commercial thinking, or design students bring their human centric thinking, and engineers of course will bring their domain expertise. And for the first 2 months, these students actually work on the field. I mean, for example, if say there is a project or a problem statement with related to farming, in Nashik there is a big group called Sahyadri Farms. It's a 10,000 plus farmers group. So all these 5 students will interact with those 10,000 farmers just to refine and freeze the problem statement. Because it is said that in India, 45% of the startups fail because the problem statement is not identified correctly. So to minimize that risk, they will interact with those 10,000 farmers. And basically those farmers will be their prospective clients, right? I mean, if you get suggestions from your clients and then come up with a product, there's a minimum chances that they'll not sell, right? And then the remaining 4 months, then they actually work on the prototype development. At the end of 6 months, if you come up with a minimum viable prototype, they have to face a jury That jury consists of our TCS CTO, Tata Group CTO, Nasik Commissioner, Collector. And if they give a go ahead, we extend that internship for another 6 months. In the first 6 months, we pay 15,000 rupees stipend per month. In the next 6 months, we pay 25,000 rupees stipend per month. And in that second part of the internship, you are expected to convert your prototype to a product. So we help register startup company on those 5 students' name. If at the end of 1 year, if any patent is filed, we help file patent on those 5 students' name. TCS doesn't ask for any IP rights or any equity in the startup. So in last 5-6 innovation cycles, we have almost come up with 25 startup companies. They are incubated in DISQ, DISC Nashik. And it's a fantastic initiative. Of course, it may not be for masses, very select few students who have that entrepreneurial skills. But at least in engineering colleges, we have seen this trend, tremendous trend. I mean, students don't sit for placements. They are, have you heard about IIMs? In IIMs, this concept started a couple of years back called OOP, opting out of placement. So IIM student doesn't sit for campus placement. They're sure they want to have a startup company on their own. So similarly, in engineering colleges, we have seen that there are a lot of incubation centers or entrepreneurship development cells, ED cells. So a lot of students join that, and they have amazing ideas on which they work on. And nowadays with computers and all, there's hardly any, in old days, you have to have a good money to start anything. But with a single computer laptop, you can, have anything great work done. I mean, you know the examples of Facebooks and Googles and all. Without much money, they started from their garages, right? And they are now huge companies. So yeah, last word, since you are management students, try to be job givers rather than job seekers. And whatever 5 questions I have asked, that's a prescription for you. So have sumptuous breakfast daily in the morning, good exercise, reading newspapers, 1 extracurricular book per month, and 1 movie in 1 or 2 months, whatever your time schedule permits, with friends. That will, improve your communication skills, your expressing skills, which will help you in a long run. Any questions? कुछ भी नहीं समझा, सब समझा. Okay, great.
It's a lunch time now.
Yeah. So I am standing in between your lunch. Okay, then thank you so much and all the very best. Okay.
Thank you.
We extend our sincerest gratitude to both the sirs for this wonderful and insightful session. I'm sure the students have learnt a lot from your shared experiences and would have enjoyed this session to the core. And thank you so much, students, for your active participation. Thank you, sir.